When Ada lost her mother, the world did not end in a loud crash. It ended quietly, like a candle burning out in an empty room. She was only 9. Her father, Chike, tried his best. He braided her hair badly, burned rice often, and sometimes forgot to iron her school uniform. But he loved her deeply, and Ada clung to that love like a lifeline. 2 years later, he remarried. Her new stepmother, Madame Igioma, arrived in a storm of perfume, sharp heels, and colder eyes. She was tall, elegant, and beautiful in a way that made people straighten their backs when she walked by. But Ada felt something else beneath that beauty, something hard and unkind. At first, Igioma smiled often. She bought Ada new dresses, cooked rich meals, and told neighbors she loved her like my own child. But smiles can fade, and they did. After Chike left for work each morning, the house changed. Ada was no longer my dear. She became girl. Girl, sweep the compound. Girl, wash the plates. Girl, don't sit there. The chores multiplied until they swallowed her childhood. While other children played outside, Ada scrubbed floors until her fingers wrinkled. She fetched water until her shoulders ached. She cooked meals she barely got to eat. If she made a mistake, Igioma's voice turned sharp enough to cut skin. Are you useless? Even your mother could not raise you well. Those words hurt more than any slap. At night, Ada whispered to her mother's memory, I'm trying, Mama. I really am. Her father did not see. By the time he returned, the house was spotless, food was ready, and Igioma wore her sweetest smile. Ada learned something important. Wickedness often hides behind politeness. As Ada grew older, the cruelty deepened. Meals were rationed. If you did not work well, you do not deserve food, Igioma would say calmly. Some nights Ada slept with her stomach burning. She learned to drink water to trick her body into feeling full. She learned to chew slowly when she did eat, stretching each bite as if it were precious gold. School became her refuge. There, she was not girl. She was Ada, quiet, hardworking, brilliant Ada. Her teachers praised her. Her classmates liked her gentle smile. But she never invited anyone home. One afternoon, she came first in her class. Her teacher gave her a small certificate and a pencil wrapped in shiny paper. She ran home, heart full of hope. Maybe this time, her stepmother would be proud. Igioma, look, I came first. The woman barely glanced up. Good. Now go and wash the clothes. The certificate slipped from Ada's fingers onto the floor. Something inside her cracked, not loudly, but permanently. That night, she cried silently into her pillow so her father would not hear. She still loved him too much to burden him. One rainy evening, Chike did not return home. At first, they thought traffic held him back. Then night grew deeper. Calls went unanswered. At midnight, a knock came. 2 policemen stood at the door. There had been an accident. Ada did not remember much after that. Only the sound of her own screaming and the feeling of the world collapsing under her feet. Her father was gone. With him went the only shield she had. After the funeral, Igioma changed completely. No more pretending. You are not my responsibility, she told Ada flatly. From now on, you will earn your place here. Ada woke before sunrise to cook, clean, fetch water, wash clothes, and run errands. If she slowed down, punishment came swiftly. School became irregular. Some days, she was simply not allowed to go. Neighbors noticed, but said nothing. Everyone feared Igioma's sharp tongue. Ada began to believe she was alone in the world. Years passed. Ada became 14, tall, quiet, and fragile as glass. One day she accidentally broke a plate. The sound echoed like thunder. Igioma stormed into the kitchen, fury blazing in her eyes. Do you know how expensive that was? Before Ada could speak, the slap came. Hard. She stumbled backward, hitting the wall. Tears filled her eyes, but she refused to cry out loud. That only made Igioma angrier. You are useless, just like your mother. Something inside Ada finally shattered. She ran, out of the house, down the street, into the evening crowd. She did not know where she was going, only that she could not stay. The city swallowed her. Night fell. Fear crept in. She curled under a closed shop, hugging her knees, trembling from cold and terror. For the first time, freedom felt as frightening as captivity. Morning came with a soft golden light. A woman named Mama Beezy, who sold food nearby, noticed the sleeping girl. She gently touched Ada's shoulder. Child, are you okay? No one had spoken to her kindly in years. Ada burst into tears. Mama Beezy listened quietly. then said something that changed everything. "You are not alone anymore." She took Ada home, fed her, bathed her, and gave her clean clothes. Not as charity, but as love. Ada stayed. She helped at the food stall. She returned to school. Slowly, her laughter returned, shy at first, then brighter. Years later, Ada became a teacher. She specialized in helping children who had nowhere else to go, because she understood them. As for Igioma, loneliness eventually consumed her. Wealth could not buy warmth. Control could not create love. Meanwhile, Ada built a life filled with kindness, the very thing she had been denied. Sometimes, the cruelest people create the strongest hearts. And sometimes, the child they tried to break becomes the light that heals others.